Hello, my name is Miguel Mata, and this is the This Way Out podcast, a component of the This Way Out project. This podcast is where I take a few minutes to try and offer some words of encouragement, attempt to inspire and hopefully motivate people as they start their day, where I address a few topics that can be especially challenging for some people, but hopefully in a way that speaks to the humanity in each of us. Most of all, it's my attempt at being a constant source for positive messages in a time where such a thing can be somewhat difficult to find. Good morning. It's Monday, January 20th, 2020. Hello everyone, happy Monday. So glad you decided to tune in today. I'm glad and I'm grateful that you chose to take a few minutes to listen to my little podcast, and I hope that I make it worth the few minutes out of your day for you to do so. Doesn't that sound like the speech you get from airline pilots after he's landed the plane you're flying in? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying, insert airline name here. We realize you had a choice and we hope that your flight was a pleasurable one. If, insert city name here, is your final destination, one of our flight attendants will be sharing your baggage claim information shortly. If this is not your final destination, then sit tight just a few moments longer to hear your gate connection information. Pilots crack me up, especially the ones that make the sound when they mention some piece of scenery you're flying over or flying next to. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, you'll see that we're flying over the Grand Canyon, flying over the Rocky Mountains. You might be able to see the Hollywood sign. By the way, have you taken any vacations lately? Or maybe you didn't take a vacation, maybe you just took a few days off. If so, good for you. That time away from the grind is super important, although I understand they are not always that easy to ask for or get authorized. Many of you guys are working them gigs that penalize you for taking extended days off. And I'm sorry about that. But, regardless, in the moments that you get time off, you take full advantage. You should. You really should. The benefits of being able to turn off your brain and take in some sort of distraction can pay dividends in the long run. The alternative, as you might guess, can result in mental catastrophe. And if you're one of those people who says, I don't need a break, I'm a beast, I'm a machine, I guarantee you are not, and your body will eventually come to rest, whether you want to or not. So take advantage of time off, whether it be a day or two or a week or two. But I encourage all of you podcast listeners to intentionally schedule yourself some time off. Rest is so important for your body and your mind. How about this for a question? When you do get some time off, are you able to turn off your brain long enough to relax? That's the one I have difficulty with. Adulting is hard. Between family responsibilities, occupational requirements, social obligations, and financial liabilities, it sure can be tough to find the off switch in all that fog. But for the sake of one's sanity, a little distraction can do a body good. So find yourself a hobby if you don't have one already. Read a book, learn to play an instrument, take up photography, try starting a new fitness routine, or write a blog, start a podcast. Whatever you decide, make it something that shifts the mental gears in a way to allow for you to occupy your mind with thoughts outside of the everyday drudgery. Whatever you decide, I hope you manage to get the kind of rest you're looking for, to get the kind of rest you need. Why all the rest talk, you might ask? What's that have to do with making things better in the world? Well, if you remember, I'm all about controlling what you have the best chance of controlling. And that if we are taking steps to make us as individuals better, then the needle tips just a little towards the positive. And every little bit helps. If we, as individuals, are taking steps to rest our bodies and our minds, then we stand a better chance of improving our physical and mental health. And if we are improving our physical and mental health, then the chances are better that we can be resilient when times are tough. Face off with the ugliness of the world and smile. The more we can do that as individuals, the better off we are as a group. Sheesh. No pressure, right? Okay, let's bring it back down to our level. Taking advantage of opportunities to relax and decompress is good because it's good for you. You'll just feel better. You'll be happier and better suited to deal with the complexities of life. Of course, rest isn't the end-all, be-all answer to dealing with tough times, but it helps. So make it a point to take a few days off and recharge the batteries. The more days, the better. Look for ways to turn off your brain and take a break. You earned it. I wish you good people the very best day. I know it's going to be awesome and that you're on your way to do great things. I am super proud of you guys and gals. Keep being awesome. God bless. We'll talk to you again on Thursday. This has been the This Way Out podcast, a part of the This Way Out project. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to hear future episodes, please subscribe. If you would like to get in touch with me to recommend future topics, provide feedback, or any other reason, you can comment on the episode or send me an email at thiswo.light@gmail.com. That's thiswo.light@gmail.com. If you're interested in the other aspects of the This Way Out project, be sure to visit my website at thiswo-light.com.